One Word Digital Television, the only online television in the USA that unlocks your potential 100% with the Word of God and building faith through an informative, educative, and entertaining gospel programs hosted by well-groomed servants of God. We are all over social media sites on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter as One Word Television. Please subscribe, like, and share, and for us for more. One Word Television, unlocking your potential 100%. One Word Digital Television, the only online television in the USA that unlocks your potential 100% with the Word of God and building faith. Professor Dr. Stephen Jenga, the Managing Director, Home Aid Training Center, LLC, together with a host of companies under his umbrella, which include One Word Digital Media, Home Aid Training Center, LLC, Notary Services, Smart Custom Print Services, African Supermarket, Cooperative Bank Agent, Western Union Agent, Exchange Student Agent, Integrity International Bible Seminary, USA, Living Independent Adult Family Home, LLC, Book Publishing Company Registration. Wish you a prosperous and a blessed living and a good working relationship. He thanks you all for your immense support that you have accorded him all through, and he looks forward to serving you better. Visit us today.
Haya basi, hivyo ndivyo mambo yalivyo hapa katika One Word Television, makao yetu makuu ya One Word Television ama digital media. Matangazo ambayo huwa tunakuperushia moja kwa moja kutoka Federal Way, Washington, United States of America, na tunashukuru wewe mtazamaji wetu kwa sababu kuna vituo vingi sana ambavyo ungejihusisha nazo, lakini kwa miaka hii yote kuanzia 2016 tulipoanzisha hiki kituo umekuwa nasi. Haya, naye perushia matangazo anaitwa Most Reverend Archbishop Dr. Stephen Jenga. Yote 9, yote 10, tunamshukuru Mungu kwa sababu wanasema kwamba the greatest gift God has given us is the gift of life. Na kama jinsi nilivyokuahidi hapo jana, wiki hii tutakuwa tunazungumzia juu ya tabia za wanyama na jinsi ambavyo zinawiana na tabia za binadamu. Kwa sababu tunajua kwamba tabia za wanyama ukitazama kwa karibu sana utaona kwamba zinaenda wakati mwingine kulingana na tabia za wanyama. Na hapo jana tukaweza kuzungumzia juu ya the lion ama simba. Na simba ni mnyama ambaye ametajwa sana katika Biblia, na tumeona kuwa Yesu akilinganishwa with the lion of Judah, na tukaona kile ambacho kinamfanya simba kuwa mfalme katika jangwa ni kwa sababu ya attitude yake, na tukaweza kuzungumzia ni vizuri sana kuwa na the right attitude katika safari hii tunapoendelea kumtukuza Mungu katika safari hii. Na kuperushia matangazo yanaitwa Most Reverend Archbishop Dr. Stephen Jenga, na siku ya leo nataka tuzungumzie juu ya an eagle. Na nikasema kwamba an eagle is the fascinating bird known for its power and ability to fly at a high altitude in the sky. It is the only bird that flies where no other bird can fly. You know what? When you realize your potential, you understand that there is something that God wants you to do, and an attitude that God wants you to fly. Na kwa hivyo andamana nami tunapozungumzia juu ya swala hili. Hatuwezi kumaliza yote kuzungumzia juu ya ego, lakini mahali ambapo tutaachia tutaweza kuendelea, kwa sababu this is our life lessons this week. Na ninajua kwamba Mungu
through an informative, educative, and entertaining gospel programs hosted by well-groomed servants of God. We are all over social media sites on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter as One Word Television. Please subscribe, like, and share, and for us for more. One Word Television, unlocking your potential 100%.
Haya, nazidi kuwajulisha kwamba tumehamia katika makao yetu makuu pale nyuma ya Hmart Federal Way, is just like a minute walking distance, na kama utafika pale na uweze kutupigia simu, tutaweza kuweza kukuchukua na kukuelekeza mahali katika ofisi zetu ziko. Kuna so many services that we are offering there, and you're most welcome, ndio tuweze kukuhudumia, kwa sababu hatukulishi tu kiroho, mbali tunataka pia kukulisha hata na kimwili, ili uweze kujiendelesha katika maisha haya, kwa sababu Mungu ana mpango mwema juu yako. Na kwa hivyo, kutokana na maisha ya eagle, there are several lessons that we can learn from an eagle. And number one, an eagle flies alone, on their own. They have their own kind. They fly on their own kind. Ninataka kumaanisha nini? If you are to fly to a higher altitude, there are times you'll be required to fly alone. What do I want to say? You associate yourself with the people who are at your level, or who can help you to grow. Also, not everyone who will share your vision and dream. Na mara nyingi sana we waste a lot of time. We fail to realize the potential in our life, kwa sababu tunafuata watu, na tunawafuata watu blindly. Unafuata mtu, hujui anaelekea wapi, hujui wakati Mungu alimuita alimwambia nini, lakini tunafuata tu blindly, and that way we tend to forget that we were also called, and God also gave us a dream. And when you realize that, then you will be able, or you start a search to find the people who think like you, so that you can both dream and grow together. That is the most important lesson that we need to know, that Mungu anataka tuweze kutembea na watu ambao wana maono kama sisi. Don't waste your time with naysayers and negative people, because negative people, they will always be there, even for the Bible, from the Bible. Hata shetani mwenyewe, he was the opposition leader in heaven. So if you are looking for a very soft, smooth life, then you'll be disappointed, because naysayers will all be there, negative people will always be there, distractors will always be there, dream killers will always be there. Kuna watu bila shaka katika maisha haya na katika safari hii na katika maono yako, wamewekwa hapo ili wakupinge. Sio kila mtu ambaye atakusupport katika yale mambo ambayo unafanya. And when you get this revelation, you will begin weeding out and concentrating on where you're going. Don't share your dream with just anybody. Wacha wawe wanaona matunda na mazao yako, so that God will be able to help you to realize your dream, and also be able to protect that dream. One Word Digital Media, we unlock your potential 100%. Jambo lingine ambalo tunaweza kusoma kutokana na huyu mnyama ambaye anaitwa eagle, ni kuwa an eagle has an excellent vision and concentration. Nilikuwa naona tukiwa wachanga, if an eagle would want to take, angependa kula kifaranga ama kula kuku, it didn't care whether they were dogs. It didn't care whether it was everybody was sitting in the cool of the day, basking in the shadow of a tree. The eagle would just come, and within twinkling of an eye, it would just snatch whatever it wanted to snatch, and the chicken would be left screaming and shouting and trying to follow after to save their kifaranga. So to catch their prey, they focus on it with a laser-like intensity and set out to get it. So you must be a go-getter. If whatever you want, you know what you want, you follow it. It doesn't matter who is backing out there. So do the same with your goal. Focus on one thing to accomplish at a time. Focus on one thing. There are people, when they see you doing something, they want to do it. And when you do not have a clear vision and a clear dream of where you're going or what you want to do, then you begin having some problem. So I want to say that you need to accomplish one thing at a time. Give it your effort, give it your time, give it your energy, focus and set it out to achieve it. And it doesn't mean a lot of these things you don't need actually a lot of experience to do it. You do not need a lot of money. It is not those resources you're looking for that you need. You need a willpower. You need determination. You need to spend time. You need to spend your energy so that you can be able to achieve that what you want for your life. That is what I would say. Lesson ya tatu ambayo tunaweza kusoma kutokana na eagle is that eagles feed on live food meat. They do not eat dead animals. Najua kuna baadhi ya wanyama ambao huwa wanagoja, like the hyena. Huwa wanagoja tu. They don't struggle to go and hunt. No, they wait for the lion to kill the prey, and then they will go after and eat the bones and leftovers. Let me tell you, God has called you for this life to go for the best. God wants you to rise from where you are. God wants you to move to another level. God wants you to excel. God wants you to move forward. God doesn't want you to have second kind of a life. And there's a lesson that we can learn from this eagle. It eats fresh food, live food, meat. Iwe ni nyoka, iwe ni kuku, iwe ni another bird. It goes for it. So what a lesson that we can learn from this point is that do not waste your time and energy beating a dead horse. You know, when you know when to say goodbye and let it go. Keep your options open and information current. Do your research and preparation. Keep things current and keep them moving. You know, you do not have to waste your energy. You know, you don't have energy to waste your energy with things that not matter or things that are not important, things that are not unrated or things that are not going to propel you to realize your vision and your dream. And a lot of time we waste our energy. I tell people, kuna mtu mmoja ambaye alikuwa anajigamba jinsi angemchapa adui yake. And this guy, you know what he told him? I know we can fight, that's okay. I also have hands, that's okay. But you know what? I want to use my energy looking for money. And a lot of energies we waste, we misplace our energies. We misplace our time, you know, by beating dead horse. All you need to know is that you need to know what is it that you want. What is it what you want? Go for it. Focus, concentration is very important on what you want. Another character that we can learn from the eagle is that eagle loves storm. An eagle loves storm. They get excited when the storm crowds gather. Why? They welcome the challenge it brings. I always tell people, problems are not made for the trees. Problems are not made for your neighbor or your enemy. No, problems, they are problems designed for me as an archbishop. And I'm okay when I receive them, I face them, I challenge them, and I'm ready to move forward. So this is a lesson that we can learn from the eagle. They welcome the challenge it brings. They know the storms, winds will lift them above the crowds. So it's not every problem that comes to finish you. It is not every problem that comes to finish you. No, there is a lesson, there is a level, there is an opening, there is a liberation that comes with it. And therefore, they can rest. When the storms come, they do not have to use their energy to propel to above the ground. The storm does the work, and therefore they can rest their wings and become stronger. You know, get excited about the storms in your life. Challenges bring opportunities. We could see opportunities wrapped in our challenges if we weren't so busy complaining and trying to avoid them. And you know, some people, when they have problems, they have to fast and pray, and it is good to fast and pray. But God sometimes will bring those challenges so that He can open your eyes, so that you can see the opportunities that are ahead of you. You know, it is good to look the other side of the coin. You know, there are opportunities wrapped in the challenges. You know, stop complaining. Let us embrace our challenges and learn from them. That's how we learn new skills. That's how we grow and get stronger. Is this easy to do? Of course it is not easy. There are moments whereby you feel you are emotionally drained. It is not a very good position, you know, when you're facing those challenges. But let me tell you, there are opportunities lapped in those challenges. Focus, 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 focus. You know, we can learn from the storm. Number 5 lesson that we can learn from the ego is that ego tests the level of commitment before engagement. Somebody said that I learned when the hunter learned how to shoot without missing, the birds learned how to fly without perching on trees. Wakati huo mwindaji, when the hunter learned how to shoot without missing, then the bird said, okay, we are no longer going to perch on trees. Let me tell you. So you have to test the level of commitment. Even the people that you involve with, you're gonna know them very well. There are always lessons to learn. So before entering into a commitment, the female ego tests her male suitors to establish his level of commitment. You can work with people who are never commitment. If you're dealing with a person who is telling you that I do not commit myself, remove your shoes and run. You know, because you're gonna end up being hurt. You're gonna end up being hurt so bad. And you're gonna end up wasting a lot of your time and energy. So what the female ego does, it tests the male suitors to establish their level of commitment. It is wise to ascertain the commitment of the people we intend to partner with. Through my office, I've seen many people come to me consult for consultation, maybe want to start business, you know, business partnership and all that kind of thing. And always I ask them a question, the level, how committed they are. Because most of the time when people appear in our life, we come with the different intentions. We come with the different agenda. And if you're not on the same page, if there is the level of commitment does not match, my friend, this is not going to work. This is true to a personal as well. In our professional life, establishing trust is important in our relationship. Na kwa sababu ya wakati wetu, ningependa kumalizia na pointi za mwisho mbili kwa haraka haraka. The ego is a master of change management. The ego is a master of change management. The mother ego carefully prepares the nest for its eggs. Inajiandaa. Na wewe pia inabidi kujiandaa. Kujiandaa katika jambo, iwe ni marriage, iwe ni biashara, iwe ni kazi mpya ambayo umepata, inafaa ujiandae vizuri. Uiangalie vizuri. Call yourself to a meeting. Ask yourself, is this what really I want? If it is not something that you really want, you have no business wasting your time. So the mother ego carefully prepares the nest for its egg. When it is time for eaglet to learn to fly, the mother begins to remove the comfort layers of the nest. You know, wakati mwingine unapitia katika mapito katika maisha haya, Mungu huwa anakuandaa. And God will always prepare you for a challenge by making you go through some heavy stuffs. And I always tell you that you will not be given a challenge that you cannot be able to bear. And the Bible promises in the book of Corinthians that even when you are tested beyond what you cannot be able to bear, God will prepare a way of exit. So there is nowhere where you're going to hit the rock bottom. There is nowhere that you are going to just come to a dead end. No. God has a way for you. He has a way for you to win. He has a way for you to escape. He has a way to give you victory. He has a way to make you win. And therefore, once the change management, an ego is a change manager. It prepares the nest very well. Inaweka kila kitu actually, and this is a topic that we can talk much. It prepares the nest kwanza kwa kuweka vijiti, inaweka mimba, and then inaweka very soft layers za manyoya kule, ili mayai yanapokuwa pale na inaanza kuyatamia. Then when the egrets they are finally out, the mother begins to remove the comfort of the layers from the nest, exposing the pricks and the sticks. Then she draws the egret out of the nest. She does this repeatedly until the egret learns to fly. Maybe katika hizo shida ambazo unapitia, Mungu anataka kuandaa for a new assignment. You cannot be entrusted to a new assignment when you have not been prepared well. God has to prepare you. Even Moses had to go to the wilderness to be prepared by God how to go and liberate the children of Israel from the bondage in Egypt for 40 years, you can imagine. Joseph, the theologians, they say that he spent over 12 years in prison, just preparing to become the governor of Egypt. Let me tell you, when the challenges come, use it as an opportunity for you to learn. Have an expectation to know that God is preparing you for an assignment that is unmatched. You cannot, ask even those accomplished leaders. Even in this physical life, look at the life of the late icon, Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in jail just for God to prepare him to be the president of South Africa. And many people ask His Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, ask him the challenges he went through. It was not easy. And I know there are those times he spent sleepless nights wondering whether he would make it to the presidency. There was so much opposition, so many problems. And I know there are many people who do not like me to talk about this. But I want to tell you, challenges, they don't come to finish us. They come to make us strong. They usually come to make us, to open our eyes, both physically and spiritually. God wants to open, and there are those people who are associated with our current president, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. They are there. They suffered a lot. Others, they were put in prison for no reason. People like the deputy president, Gachagua, and others were harassed through government security systems. But when you look at all that, it's over today. Nobody can gonna use system again to harass people. And I want to tell you, when the challenges come, they are coming to sharpen you. They are coming to make you stand. They are coming to make you strong. They are coming so that they can prepare you for a greater assignment. You will never be committed to an assignment. You will never be appointed to an assignment if you do not stand the test of time. One word, the digital media, we unlock your potential 100%. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Na ninajua Mungu atakubariki.
One Word Digital Television, the only online television in the USA that unlocks your potential 100% with the Word of God and building faith through an informative, educative, and entertaining gospel programs hosted by well-groomed servants of God. We are all over social media sites on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter as One Word Television. Please subscribe, like, and share, and for us for more. One Word.
Alright, na tunapomalizia kuna mambo kadhaa ambayo tunaweza kusoma kutokana na the change management. Change management. And I know many people, they complain a lot when they start going through storms of life. And one of the things that we can learn from the ego as a manager of change, number one, when you face problem, it is a time for liberation to know there is nothing more for us where we are. There is nothing more for us where we are. The egret runs that difficult lesson. You know what? My time to remain in this nest, it's over. It's a high time now I start going and seeking my life. That is one importance of the change, when change is coming. And then another lesson that we can learn from the change management is that it is time to move on and grow and spread our wings. God wants you to grow. Whenever you are pushed out by a situation and circumstance, sometimes you cannot discover. I've seen people who have even been deported, and they go back home, and when they go, they still go and grow even exorbitantly more than they were, and they start even doing even much better than they were doing when they were diaspora. Not every situation that will push you out that is going to finish you. God wants to give you a change. And that is why when Abraham agreed to move, he stood out and saw so many stars in the sky. And God told him, the meaning of this? Your generation shall become so numerous like the stars of the sky. So the people who genuinely care about us, they will encourage you, they will strengthen you, they will encourage you in the slowness and fear. While their treatment may seem unkind, it is for our ultimate goal. Sometimes tough love is the best. They don't want us to die in our nest. And the last point is that rebirth involves the death of the old self. The ego has to make painful decisions at around age 40. You can imagine. Maybe at age 40. And you have to be rebirthed again. You have to die and go through painful process of rebirth, which will extend life, its life for 30 more years. Imagine that decision. At age 40 is a painful decision for an ego to make, so that it can grow, so that it can be reborn again. Imagine, to extend the life to 30 years. This process involves painful task of knocking out its old beak and plucking out its talon so that the new ones can grow. You can imagine. It has to pluck it. The entire process takes about 5 months to complete. Imagine 5 months. Inagongesha hiyo biki yake, inaigongesha. And I know there is pain, there is blood that flows. But you know what? For 5 months, it has to go through that so that it can be reborn. It can have an extension of another 30 years. So an ego can live 70 years. Oh my God. I wish we can have this revelation that God can help us. And a lesson that we can learn is that without sacrifice, without hard work, without disappointment, without heartbreak that comes with it, to survive and grow, we must be willing to change. Something that we want to yearn for is to change. We want to grow. We want to change. And sometimes we even need to go a step further. A death of old self is a total rebirth, is what will help us to move to the next level. That is the life of the ego, and I believe that you have learned an important lesson from the ego today, and I pray that God will help you to move to the next level by the grace of God. One Word Digital Media, we unlock your potential 100%. May God help you, may God lead you, may God give you revelation so that you can move to the next level.